What is going on, members of the Shy Guy Squad? My name is Dan, otherwise known as Danekii, and welcome back to another Pokemon Sun and Moon Citra quality Yu-Gi-Oh! Theme battle. This time we have Yugi Muto, not Atem, but Yugi Muto versus Bandit Keith. So I decided to take regular Yugi. This was a suggestion made by my good friend Josh, who is a Patreon supporter. For $5 a month, he is able to request content onto the channel and stuff like that. So if you want to partake, there is a link to the Patreon down below. Any and all support is greatly appreciated. But with that being said, I have today brought with me Summon Skull, Silent Magician, Buster Blader, Gandora X, Silent Swordsman, and of course my ever faithful Karibo. Now I know that's a Temscar, but you know it's Yugi. He practically looks like a Karibo. Now, as for my opponent, a Bandit Keith or Markleton, another person off of my Discord. So if you want to be a part of these battles, you have to also join my Discord where I'll be looking for matches. So he has brought Blast Sphere, Barrel Dragon, shout out the guns blazing. He brought Launch Spider, Metal Zoa, Machine King, and I don't remember the name of his Delmise. But without further ado, this has been a long ass introduction. Let's get into this battle and see how it went, shall we? So we are here ready to go. 6,000 life points on each, and these new life point counters looking clean, I'm gonna say, just throwing that out there. So he leads off with his Blast Sphere. The Fortress, of course, gonna try to set up his hazards and stuff, as I lead off with my Summon Skull. So what I'm gonna do right here is I'm just gonna click Thunderbolt, and he is going to set up his first layer of Toxic Spikes, which is of course very unfortunate for my team, but I should be able to play around them. Now the thing is, I have a thing here where I can probably try to play this thing off as Scarf, even though it's actually Assault Vest. So if I can lure my opponent into that sense of security that I'm running a Scarf Electivire, which is more specially oriented, I can get a huge advantage off of my opponent. So he's going to set up a layer of Spike now, so we're going to have some entry hazard damage whenever we switch in with anything on my team, which is unfortunate. But he's going to swap out Blast Sphere right here, and he's going to send in that Barrel Dragon. And you know, I'm just going to click Thunderbolt again, because it would have knocked out the Fortress and I didn't have to risk anything. I thought about clicking Volt Switch, but you know, I think I'm pretty glad I didn't. Because he goes for Dark Pulse right here, and Summon Skull ain't having none of that. Goes for the Cross Chop, and pam pam. Get that shit out of here, boy. So we knock out the first Pokemon and take that 6,000 to 5,000 life point lead. Let's go, boys. So he sends in Pendulum Mach. That was the name of this Delmise. So he goes into the Pendulum Mach, so I click Ice Punch, and he activates Bandit Keith's ability in Duel Links Switcheroo, which when I saw this in the game, this made me chuckle a very good bit, because I don't know, I just found it pretty funny, and it was the intention why he brought it, for being Bandit Keith's ability in Duel Links. So I just thought that was kind of funny. Now I am a choice banded Electivire, or a choice banded Summon Skull, so I just got myself a new equip spell. But I click Volt Switch right here, and that puts us up to a 6-4 lead, because he swapped into Blast Sphere and just sacked it off. So I'm going to go into my Buster Blader as he goes into his Machine King. And I was thinking here, Psycho Cut has to do a lot, right? Psycho Cut has to do a lot. Psych! That did nothing. I was actually shocked by how little that did to a Conkeldurr. And that 50% we left him at, let's see where we're at now. Yeah, about 75-ish%. We'll see after I lose my life points here. So he gets the Flame Orb, so he's a Guts Conkeldurr, and I left him at like 75%. I took 25 from him. But I send in my Silent Swordsman, and I looked everywhere to try to get a clip for like an edit in here, for like going from level 0 Silent Swordsman to level 5, but there were none. I was so shocked. So I'm just gonna Mega Evolve right here, become my Silent Swordsman level 7, which is the actual card. I think there's level 9 card too, but level 7 was used in the show. So I'm gonna go for a Zen Headbutt here, and that is going to do a clean 20-25-ish% to this Scizor. And the unfortunate part here right now, so Metal Zoa is going to Mega Evolve and become that Mega Scizor that we all know. And the unfortunate part about this is, as you guys are about to see, I'm gonna go for Close Combat, right? This is my strongest move to hit it with, does 51% max, but That's not 51%, that's a critical hit. And that is very unfortunate for my opponent because Metalzoa was really good against my team and something I didn't really expect him to bring. So I was bad on my end, but it was really well played on my opponent's part. So we're going to be up 5,000 to 3,000 life points as he sends in the Machine King to click that Mach Punch, use his battle phase for that priority, and my he's gonna end his turn. I'm gonna go straight to battle phase and click that Zen Headbutt, knock out the Machine King, and take a 5,000 to 2,000 life point lead. How can I possibly throw this right now? I'm so far ahead, and all he has left is Pendulum Mach at like half, and Launch Spider, which is Araquanid. But I misclick here and click Close Combat. I was very upset by that. I should have just clicked A probably because I got Zen Headbutt, but I did click with my stylus and I got Close Combat. So I'm gonna lose my Silent Swordsman here. But I'm mad now. I'm sending out my Gandora Cross, my Curum Black. I'm upset about that misclick and I ain't having none of it. So I'm just gonna come in here, my Terravolt. I'm gonna use Gandora Cross's ability to just destroy a monster on the field, and that monster is Pendulum Mach. Rest in spaghetti, never forgetty, my friend. Goodbye to that. So I'm now gonna take some poison damage, and he's gonna send in his Launch Spider. Now I choose to swap out here because I want to use some of my other Pokemon as well. I know that I have this game locked down with Gandora Cross now, so I can just come in, click Fusion Bolt, and knock this thing out. So I send in my Summon Skull because there's one Pokemon in particular I want to try to use, and that Pokemon is none other than the one hiding in my back. So right now Summon Skull is just gonna drop to what I assume to be a choice Bandit or Araquanid. I think it's Bandit. Actually it is not, now that I think about it. So I'm gonna send in Karibo, and with Karibo I'm gonna go for the Extreme Evo Boost, but you know, since that shit gets copyrighted by Nintendo, I'll be right back.
Chance right here and now. Maybe it'd be better if I just show you what I mean. I play a spell! Summoning Karibo! This lets us add Karibo or Winged Karibo to our hand from the deck. You're up!
Right. Karibo! I activate your special ability. An ability that lets Karibo take the hit from Stardust Dragon instead of us.
Your boy gotta be protected from these strong ass attacks, so of course we had to chuck in a little edit there. Now originally I wanted to do something else, but you know, looking at what happens next, I guess it was okay that I did what I did, because Karibo protects me from any harm, but sadly, because of how the theme battles work, that's not how we can do it out here. So we lose another 1,000 life points, but that's a price to be paid for Karibo sacrificing itself for us. I kind of wanted to win with Karibo though, set up the Evo Boost and then just click return, but Poison Toxic Spikes, man. These damn field spells. So I gotta go for the Fusion Bolt here with my Gandora Cross and just slam this damn Araquanid out of this world. Get him out of here, boys. So that is it. 2,000 to nothing. Yugi Muto defeats Bandit Keith in a 2,000 to 0 life point or 2-0 victory. If you guys have enjoyed today's battle, our theme battle for today, be sure to leave a like, comment down below if there are any matchups you want to see, and I'll take them into consideration. From comment sections, I kind of like pick if I see anything that really catches my interest, but if you support on Patreon, you have a guaranteed chance of getting your theme battle into a reality. So with that being said, I'm gonna get out of here. Hope you guys have had a fantastic day. Like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you all next time. Bye! Before I wrap up, I just want to give a huge thank you to all of my Patreon supporters that you see on screen right now, helping me with my goals and also with future problems. With that being said, hope you guys have enjoyed, and I hope to see you guys in the next video.